The Loyalsock Canyon Vista Trail, more commonly known as the Canyon Vista Trail, is one of the more difficult trails in World's End State Park. The trail is a 4-mile loop starting just past the campground entrance on Route 154 and climbs from the Loyalsock Creek, getting quite steep at times. The trail is well marked with blue blazes on trees and rocks, making it easy to follow. Following the trail in a counterclockwise direction quickly brought us to the first of 3 scenic vistas, Warren's Window. The trail takes you through a variety of environments as you climb upward. We kept our eyes on the ground, looking for interesting creatures. We were fascinated by the trees we found growing up and around rocks and boulders. Luckily for us, there were many small intermittent streams pouring down the mountainside from the recent rains. At times the trail got narrow, with steep drop-offs on one side. There are a lot of large rock formations along the trail, some with interesting names. The Canyon Vista Trail includes the most popular overlook in World's End State Park, mostly because you can drive to it rather than hiking the trail. The Loyalsock Canyon Vista is at an elevation of 1,750 feet above sea level, and from it you can see the Loyalsock Creek winding its way through the surrounding mountains. We opted to add to our hike by following the path from the vista across the parking lot to another park feature called the Rock Garden. It's a popular area for families with children to climb up and around the huge boulders that are found scattered in the forest. After finishing our exploration of the rock garden, we returned to the trail. At this point it merges with the 59-mile-long Loyalsock Trail, which is marked with yellow badges on the trees. As you can see in the video, the trail became very rocky and stayed that way for long stretches. We had to be very careful where we put our feet. Snakes love to warm themselves on rocks. But fortunately for us, we didn't see any. As we made our way along through the forest, we passed many small streams running down the hillside. However, they were mostly the result of the recent rains and would likely dry up within a couple of days. Soon we arrived at the third of the scenic vistas along this section of the trail. Eventually the trail wound its way through a maze of huge boulders and rocky ledges. This rock arch creates a window through which you can see the forest. At this point, hikers have the option of continuing on the blue-blazed Canyon Vista Trail, or taking the yellow-blazed Cold Run Trail. We chose to take the Cold Run Trail, which would rejoin the Canyon Vista Trail in somewhat of a loop. Taking this option added another 1.5 miles to our hike. Here the trail passes underneath a huge stone arch and continues to wind through even more huge boulders. When we hiked this trail in 2023, Cold Run and its waterfalls had all run dry due to the lack of rain that summer. This year was different, thanks again to the recent rain. They weren't running as fully as they do during the spring runoff, but they were still beautiful to see. After viewing one last waterfall from a distance, it was time to climb back up and out of the gorge created by Cold Run. At the top we stopped for a break at a conveniently placed park bench to enjoy Cold Run Vista before connecting back to the Canyon Vista Trail. From there we followed some switchbacks back down the mountain until the trail crossed over Route 154 to follow alongside the Loyalsock Creek until we returned to our starting point. Our hike of both the Canyon Vista and Cold Run trails, with a side trip to the Rock Garden, took us about 4 hours to hike 6.5 miles. It was a strenuous hike, but one we both enjoyed and will likely hike again when we next stay at World's End State Park.